I gotta start cleaning up my mess. Just finally finished on the rear tire on the Sportster. So now it's got new skins front and back. Super excited about that. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so that's the old one. That's the new one. I mean, you can see the difference in the tread depth. That one versus that one. I mean, it's considerably different. And I also noticed these are supposed to be the same tire. They got the same tread pattern and everything, but I noticed the white walls are a little different. This has a thinner white wall than that one. I like that one way better than this one, because this one you had that little black strip on the inside, and that's completely white walled on the inside. It looks so cool. I've always been a fan of white wall tires. I don't know if it's has to do with my grandpa raising me, you know, and us liking old custom cars and stuff, or, you know, or what. It just looks so vintage, so cool. I wish they would make more white wall tires. But it just looks so cool. So, finally got that new tire on. That was, we had this old inner tube in there. And this is the second time this has happened to me, where I go to put on a new tire, and somehow I pop the inner tube putting it on. Which, I don't see any holes in that, but I'm sure if I blow it up, there would be a hole in it. Heck yeah, Blake, we're gonna pop some wheelies on this. I gotta learn how to do it first, though. And I like to get some sort of crash bar before I, totally destroy my bike. I'm trying to learn how to do a wheelie. What do you think? What do you think of that new tire, Blake? Dude, that new tire looks so good. It's got the fat white wall on it. This is the one that came off of there. It's got a skinnier white wall. Right, so you can see the difference. Yeah, Blake, I had a Kawasaki. I had a Kawasaki for a little over a year. It was a KLX 250. Love that bike. Loved it. But taking that thing on the freeway was just like, you can't take that thing on the freeway. I mean, you can, but let me tell you what, you ain't going 50 miles with that thing on the freeway. You know, I did it like 3 times, went like 50 miles. What's up, Skid Steer Drew? I went like 50 miles on it, and you can do like 65, but that is topped out. Like, I mean, like, if you go any faster, the death wobble will kill you. You know, this speedometer on the KLX said like 72. I think that's the highest I had it up to. It was like 72. GPS said was like 67 or something. You do not want to go faster than that on a KLX 250. It's not made for that. Super fun on my driveway, you know, popping wheelies and, you know, doing that type of stuff. That was super fun with it. But my buddies, both of them have street bikes. And not yet, Brian. I'm thinking, I haven't made a decision yet, but I'm thinking of painting the rear fender, the tank, and the front fender like a scorched orange. I'm not sure yet. Maybe with some black flames on the tank or some blue flames, you know. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. I've been thinking about it. I know, I seen that, Drew. I seen your comment. Dude, they are so fun, man. I don't care what anybody says. They are so fun. So fun. Like, just the forward position, you know, with your arms out, your feet, you know, out like this. It is the most comfortable way to ride a motorcycle, in my opinion. I've owned a CBR 600, DRZ 400. Yeah, DRZ 400. And then the KLX 250. Dude, this is by far my favorite bike out of all of them I've ever had. You know, and a few other bikes that I've ridden that my buddies had. By far, my favorite is the Sportster 1200. They do look good black. There's no doubt about that, Brian. That's why I haven't really made like 100%. I haven't made my mind up. Dude, Blake, you would freaking love a Harley, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah, it does offset the chrome. The black and the chrome, it goes so good. It does. And the white walls. The white wall tires are like classic. Like, ding. Man, it looks so good. Now, the only thing, the two things that I want to change, I want to change the sissy bar. And I do want to put like some sort of slider on, like, you know, cage or something on the front. I've seen them where they come down and then they're square and then they come back up around. I think those look super good. You know, even like a small, like, tinted windshield, like not a big one, like small tinted windshield might be pretty cool. I'd have to see some more pictures before I decide on the windshield. A lot of windshields just make it look, they don't look good. But they are very functional. Windshields are amazing, but they just don't look that good. I took a Hayabusa on a ride one time, and that was my first and only time on a bike. A Hayabusa, dude, those things are like 200 horsepower on two wheels. That is just pure insanity, you know? I'll tell you what, dude, the Harley, you just get this feeling. The vibration of the motor just makes you feel like you're riding a beast, you know? You just get this, like, this is a monster inside of this motorcycle, you know? Just let's crack that. Let's twist that throttle, you know? I always said if you want a windshield in front of you, take the car. Amen to that. See, and that's why, you know, they're very functional, but man, they don't always look good, you know? Yeah, I got forward controls on mine. I freaking love the forward controls. If you're going to get a motorcycle, get forward controls. I tell you, man, it just makes it so nice. So there you can see, those of you guys that are just now tuning in, the wind blows your troubles away. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Brian. But let me tell you what. When you get on it in second gear, that wind's going to blow you off almost too. You know, without this taper on this seat like this, I would slide off the motorcycle. You really have to make a conscious effort to hold on to those handlebars. Like, I just don't understand those guys that have the bobbers, no rear fender, you know, just this small little thin little seat. Dude, if they slide off that thing, that tire's going to eat them. That tire's going to have some grapes for lunch, you know? That international money bought that. Yeehaw! Blake's got it. I mean, that is 100% on point true right there. Yeah, dude, Brian, I don't understand how people like those bobbers look so cool, but the practicality of one, dude, if you hit a bump and slide back, that tire's gonna munch you, man. And that would not be, oh man, just thinking about it. I don't even want to think about it. So I'm thinking, remove this sissy bar, a black one, a little bit taller, you know. They look so cool though, man. Ryan, no, I could stare at those bobbers all day long. They look so cool. Thinking a taller sissy bar, probably about, you know, at least another foot taller than that one. Black. You got 18-inch ape hangers. Brian, you're going to have to send me some pictures on Messenger or Instagram or something. I don't even know what size these ones are. I never even measured them. I didn't put them on. They were on here. Those are like probably like, I don't know how you measure these, but if you measure from the top to the bottom, then these are like 12-inch. I'm guessing they're 12-inch or somewhere around there. I actually really like these handlebars. They feel great to me. I do think the Z slant handlebars look super cool too. I could totally see some Z slants on there, but man, for the money, I just don't see paying the money when I already like what I got. You know what I mean? The only thing I really want to change, like there's only two things that I want to change, you know, that like really stand out to me that I think would be better is if I change those shocks to some taller shocks or something so I don't bottom out as much when I hit like a pothole or something. I've had it up to the speed limit. I've had it up to the speed limit. Not the Autobahn speed limit. I'm thinking this seat, I like this part. It's pretty comfy. But I want something that's a little more this one is very hard. Like it's a very hard seat. This is very stiff right in here. This right here, after about 100 miles, this starts bothering me right in here. But I do like the seat. The only part I'm not too thrilled about, and my wife, she does not like how this is slanted this way. So I'm looking at, I think it's a built mongoose is what it is. And it's got the diamond stitch. And it's a 2-up seat, right? So it goes this way, and then it comes up, and then it's flat. I love the look of those too. I think that would be super slick with the diamonds on it. And I think it looks kind of funky, honestly. I think they should have did the whole seat in like this or this type fabric. I don't think they should have added this type. It just, I don't know, it just looks kind of funky to me. Other than that, I like the seat. I'm thinking a different seat, and I'm thinking different shocks. I'm not sure about the shocks. But I'm thinking, you know, those shocks only have like 2 inches of travel, if that. Like, they do not have very much travel at all. So, thinking maybe change those out. Change those out, change the seat out. Are you going to Sturgis? I don't even know where Sturgis is. And I probably don't want to make that long of a motorcycle trip. Uh, that's a pretty far. I mean, I might try it. I mean, it'd probably be fun. But the thing is I'm not gonna go by myself. My wife would not let me go by myself for one. And I heard they get pretty rowdy over there. So, that's another thing. I don't want to. I don't know if I want to be in that rowdy crowd. Get myself into trouble with my wife. But that white wall looks so good. It's in Florida? Yeah, that ain't happening. There's no way in heck I'm riding all the way to Florida. Like, I'd have to stop at a hotel every day, after, 200-300 miles, I'd be stopping at a hotel. And then I'd have to take like a few day break in between like day 3 and 4. And then I'd be eating out at every single thing because like you can't really put a big pack on here. Brian, my wife, even with that seat, my wife was like, I don't know about this, And then she definitely wasn't going to do it till I got the sissy bar. And then she's like, okay, it ain't that bad. Oh, South Dakota. South Dakota, that's probably what? Like 1,500 miles away or so? That ain't that bad. I might do that. Yeah. Yeah, I think they look cool, personally, Brian. I think the sissy bars look cool. I'm not a big fan of this one because it's just a really low one, I think they look cooler when they're taller, And I think the bar should go up past the cushion. Yes, this is removable. It's just these two little screws right here. And you can slide one in that's a little bit taller. But that would look funny too, like having the rack but not having the sissy bar would look funny. And then if I took the rack and that off, then I'd just have these two little wings right here. High bar is old school for sure. Yeah, I just think they look better. I think they look cooler personally. The taller sissy bars, I think they look cooler. I've seen the king and the queen seats. I think those look super cool. You're not a fan of my rack that I got right there? Saddlebags. I just don't... I don't know where to get a good saddlebag. You know what I mean? And then it would kind of be in the way. Like, I could see myself getting the small saddlebag that goes right here, I don't want the freaking massive ones. My buddy had saddlebags he was going to give me, but they wouldn't mount with those shocks. Those shocks just stick out way too much. I guess. Or something, I don't know. We were looking at putting them on, and it didn't look like it was going to be right. You don't want too much hanging off your bike. Yeah, that's true. That's true, right there. And, like, if I did that Sturgis trip or whatever, I would just be staying at a hotel, and I would be, eating out or something. You need a bracket for bags. Yeah, he had the bracket, but they didn't sit right because the shocks really stick out pretty far. It almost looked like it was more for like a hardtail setup or something, I'm thinking. Because see how wide the shocks really stick out? The bags were like about this size, right? And they just kind of, they were angled because of the shock. It just didn't look quite right. I've seen the small bags that cover up this small space and they're angled. Those look slick. Like, I would definitely buy one of those. Definitely. Let me lower this down. Those look cool, the small bags. And then I could see myself putting, you know, like the little round bag up here or something. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. And I will say, yeah, it's meant to be lean and mean. Yeah, amen to that. Yeah, it's not a bagger, you know. The one thing I don't like about this rack is like, okay, it's a rack, but like, where do you bungee stuff to it? This thing has no place to like bungee anything to it. Like, it's got no little holes. Whoever designed this needs to be punched in the head, personally. Like, this is tapered, right? So if you hook a strap or something to it, guess what it does? Beep. That's what it does. It works its way all the way to the end. You get rid of it. Get rid of it and just put a new sissy bar on there. But here's what I'm thinking though. Like, the reason I've kept it is because, like, okay, that doesn't look that bad like that. You know, with my fanny pack sitting on top of it and it's strapped to the sissy bar. Like, if I got a taller sissy bar, right, and I wanted to strap my big backpack to it, I wouldn't have to worry about it sitting on the fender. It's sitting on the rack. So that's the only reason why I've considered keeping it, is because it keeps it off the fender. You know what I mean? Did you put bead balance in tire? No, I didn't. I don't know if they're still balanced or not, but they have, you know, the weights on them. I don't know if those weights only, like, I don't know if the weights are for the rim or because of the tire. So I haven't even taken it out yet to see if it's balanced or not. So, but I changed the front tire and it seemed to be just fine. So we'll have to, I need to take it for a ride. Probably not balanced. Yeah. The other thing is, John, is those have inner tubes in them. So you can't really put beads in them unless they go inside of the inner tube, which I've never heard of that. Take it off and have a look. That helps get an idea what you want the bike to look like. Yeah. Oh, I've had it off before. Yeah, I've had the sissy bar off. I actually put it on. It wasn't on. I put the whole thing on, so my wife would go on a ride with me. We went out to Westport, stayed the night out there. Take out the valve cord, they dump right in. Interesting. I might have to look into that, John. Balancing beads for motorcycle tire. I'm guessing that's what it would be. They are cheap and work. Okay, well, I'll definitely have to try that out. Man, that looks so good with those new tires. Compared to that other tire, that looks like a million times better. And there's actually some decent tread on there. What's up, Mason? What's up, boy? Oh. Anyways, guys, getting that tire on was very fun. Psych. I wanted to pay somebody, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I can't drop a tire off and wait like a week for somebody to do something that takes like 30 minutes tops. With that Sportster, you need all the anti-vibration you can get. No, dude, the vibration's where it's at, man. That's where it's at, John. Dude, the vibration makes you feel like you got some power, you know? It tells you that there's a beast inside that motorcycle. The wives like the vibration. I can't, if I say anything about that, I'll probably get smacked. Gotta take one for the team, I guess, John. Gotta take one for the team. To get the wife to ride it, you gotta take one for the team. Took my sister for a ride once, never again. Yeah. What? How come she only took one ride, Brian? How come she only went on one ride? Did you scare her? That was one of the main things. Like, I remember when me and my wife first got married, my first vehicle like that we had when I was married was my motorcycle, CBR 600. And I just could not control myself on that motorcycle. Like, I had that thing up to 70 in second gear. I don't know how many times. Oh, geez, Brian. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I should have seen that one coming. Literally. But when I had it, I just couldn't really, it was just so fast. I did not have enough self-control back then when I was younger. And like my wife would ride on the back, and like I'd shift and her helmet would go tink and hit my helmet every time. And it is annoying as heck. It was annoying as heck, but now I can shift pretty good, so she had a lot more fun, I would say. It was definitely more enjoyable. I wasn't racing around all the time, showing off. So Mom has never been allowed on. Yeah, that's probably a good solid reason right there. Gotta put these tools away. Yeah, Brian, you're definitely gonna have to send me a picture of your bike, man. My wife has to lose some weight before riding with me. John, don't let her catch you saying that. You just gotta get a different style bike, man. They make those gold wings or whatever. They make bikes nowadays that, like, of course they're expensive as heck though. Like, you're talking like $30,000, Shoot, they probably have a step up on them, Down goes my volume. Probably a safe. That's probably a safe thing right there. True old school bike, but so am I. Kicker. Well, John, if you start threatening to give other women rides, I guarantee you she'd be on that motorcycle. She would be on that motorcycle so fast. Don't want to blow a tire. Oh, that's bad, John. That's bad, man. Don't talk about your wife like that. Come on, man. Your wife's going to be so pissed. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just putting away my junk while I'm chatting with you guys. We had all 3 trucks out today. We got all 3 trucks out tomorrow. Whew, excuse me. All 3 trucks out yesterday. All 3 trucks out today. It was super cool because my day went super good for me. I left here at 5:30. I got back at 10:30, and I still made $1,500. I just did. I had a clearing job where I went over there. I knocked down like 7 or 8 trees with my 120. Oh man, the job just went so smooth. I was so happy. $1,500. Only worked half a day. Then I got home and I was like, well, what do I do? You know, I got nothing to do, you know. And I didn't want to take my motorcycle for a ride because I knew my tire was coming in. And I was like, yeah, that 120, it makes some money. Let me say, when it's working, it makes some money. You know, it can take some big trees out. But I got home and I was like, well, I could either go for a ride, which I really did want to, but then I was like, well, my tire's coming in, and if I go for a ride and it gets here early and I come back late, then there's no way I'm going to be able to put the tire on in one day, you know, or take it off and put it on and, you know, without staying up a little late. So I'm like, I'll just get everything all ready, right? So I took the old tire off, got everything ready. No, I didn't polish any truck wheels. I did polish this wheel, though. You can see the rim on that's nice and shiny. Same with the front. That got polished, Joe. That got polished. Truck wheels don't need polish. Oh, heck yeah, dude. We're definitely gonna get a pontoon boat. It's just, you know, when does it happen? Like, so the reason I got the Harley, my wife said, you know, I can only own one motorcycle at a time, and the dirt bike. My buddy's got street bikes. I had a dirt bike. I did not want to ride my dirt bike with them on a road trip. I just did not want to do that. It just did not sound like a lot of fun. They got street bikes, 1,000. They got a 60,000 and a Honda VFR 750 or something like that. Like, it would have sucked. Yes, I seen all your pictures, Blake. Dude, I am so jealous of that pontoon boat, man. I am so jealous of that pontoon boat, man. Yeah, that pontoon boat, man. I see all your pictures and I'm just like, Man, if only me and Blake lived a little bit closer, I could be out on that pontoon boat enjoying that. Best 5K I've ever spent. Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it, Blake. Especially since you got that motor figured out. You basically got that motor for free. Oh yeah, you got a crotch rocket. What do you got, John? What kind of motorcycle you got? Dude, Blake, you need to get a Harley now, dude. That's the next step in your manhood. You gotta get a Harley, dude. They are so much fun. Dude, they are so fun. And your wife would friggin' love it too. Like, I know she would. She would friggin' love it. Oh, it's a cruiser? Those are still fast, though. I mean, my buddy's VFR, I think it's a touring cruiser. I think that's what it's called. Touring cruiser. Dude, that guy, that it gets up and moves. Yeah, get rid of some, Blake. You gotta make room. You gotta get your priorities, man. You gotta get your priorities, man. Everybody knows Harley is like one of the top priorities right there. Honda Goldwing Valkyrie. Yeah, got the Goldwing. So does your Goldwing have reverse, John? Those got some comfy seats from what I've heard and seen. Dude, those type of basically a stripped down Goldwing. They got some comfy seats from what I've seen. They're like sitting on a couch. Yeah, I just heard the messenger chime. Brian, I'm definitely gonna check those out when I hop off here. Oh, not on the Valkyrie. Oh, dang. Well, trade them out, John. Time to get the couch, man. I seen this video on YouTube. The dude had 3 buttons on his seat, like for like a lumbar or something, or I don't know exactly what they were. They look comfy, man. I would totally put one of those on my Sportster. Those are old man bikes. Oh, you don't have the old man bike? You don't have the old man Goldwing? John, you're gonna have to send me some pictures of your bike too, because I don't know much about Honda Goldwings or nothing. Yeah, give me some better ones too, Brian. Dude. John, I might ride down to Oregon, bro. We could go for a ride. I could easily see myself riding down to Klamath Falls. I could easily see myself riding down there. Or riding to Oak Ridge. Dude, I friggin' miss Oak Ridge. Yeah. Yeah, some of those Honda Goldwings have reverse. I don't know if John's does or not. Some of those big heavy bikes have reverse. It's nuts. They're so heavy, like there's no way you're pushing it backwards, so it's got to have reverse. Yeah. You're not gonna send me your picture. Are you embarrassed of your bike? Your sister rides Sportsters. Well, she must be bad to the bone then. Let me put it that way. There is a way to add it. And a backup alarm. With no switch. Yeah, there's no backup beeper on my bike. You know that for sure. Definitely never putting a backup beeper on my bike. Well, take a picture on your phone or something. You got a smartphone, don't you? But, dude, I could totally... In Canada, I think, right? Canada? I could easily see myself riding down to K Falls, though, John. Because I friggin' loved Oak Ridge and going through the Willamette Pass. Dude, that is so beautiful through there. That's road trip paradise right there. Going up over the Willamette Pass. Maybe I should put a backup beeper on there just to get people's goats, you know? Just have a little switch on the handlebars where I flip it when I start backing up. Meep, meep, meep. That would be funny. One of the white noise ones. That would be funny. Where would I mount that thing where it wouldn't be like totally like, what the heck is that? You know? It'd have to be hidden so well. Like, I don't know, it'd have to be like under the seat or something. I wonder if I still have that. I had a, so I had a siren. Actually, it still might be on the old truck. Now that I think about it, it might be on the old truck still. I thought I took it off though. I got a siren. It's an old school siren, you know, from like the olden days. It's basically a motor where there's a like this fan thing and it spins and it goes woo, you know. It's pretty cool. That would be dope to put on a bike. If I could find somewhere cool to put it on there, I would totally do that. I'd have to get it first or refurbished because it's like a gold color and it just looks kind of, it's not something you put out in the open until it gets cleaned up. But that would be cool to have on there too. I should have looked a little bit harder to see if I made white wall for the front instead of this little pinstripe. They probably would. You better not forget about talking about trucking. Come up to Edmond, Alberta. It's been 85 to 90 degrees for weeks. Yeah. Oh, trust me, we ain't done with dump trucking. We are not done with dump trucking content. That'll be an endless supply. Endless supply of that. I haven't even heard this thing all day. I gotta fire it up. Listen to it for a second. Oh yeah, fuel injected. Woo! Look at that handlebar shape. It's a 2016. You got that right. Also the motor is rubber mounted. It's got these rubber shocks. It's rubber mounted. It's mounted with like rubber. So you don't have to rev it up at every stoplight to make sure it don't die. Oh, I love the sound of that thing. And I love those amber lights on the front. It reminds me of like a semi or something or a dump truck, you know, how bright they are. Same with these red ones in the back. I was thinking about taking like a little piece of like blue plastic or something and gluing like a blue dot onto each of these, you know? That'd be so cool. You know, like the old classic cars, but haven't done that yet. Everything shakes in unison. Jeez Louise, Brian. I bet that thing is a shaker. If everything's hard mounted, dang. By the sound of that bike, you must have a S&S cam in it. Yeah, I don't know, Bat. All I know is I haven't done anything to it other than put the sissy bars on it, clean it up. I put a new front tire, new back tire, and new gas cap. And that's basically it. Oh yeah, and I did put the phone charger and the phone mount on there. And I shined it up pretty good. She's pretty shiny. What tires did I buy? What does it say on the air cleaner? What ties? What do you mean, what ties? T-I-E-S? What do you mean? The air cleaner don't say nothing on it. It's got this big intake hole right there, though. It's like some sort of turbo intake or something. It just goes in. I have seen they have a blower one that looks super cool. I've been thinking about that, but it's like $200 or something like that. That baby is hopped up. Can tell by the sound of it. I wouldn't doubt it, Bat. Dude, this thing, it gets up and goes. That's all I know. Hold still. Oh, there's no writing. There's no writing on the air cleaner. There's no writing on it. So these tires that I got, oh, where are they? I'll just show you the old tire. It's the same. Oh, wait, here we go. You can read this. It's a Dunlop D401. And then it's a 150-80B16 MC71H. Yep, white walls. Got a white wall on the back and a pinstripe white wall on the front. I wish it wouldn't have been a pinstripe white wall, but I do like it still. Yeah, they say Harley Davidson on them. So they got to be good tires, you know. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it that it has something done to it, because this thing really is freaking... It's... You know, it's only got 7,000 miles on it. It had 6,000 when I bought it. I put 1,000 miles on it already. Same as mine, minus the white walls. Dunlops are good. Yeah. Yeah, I like those white walls, Brian. Dude, those look cool. Especially the fat ones. They had this blue stuff on them when they came here. That right there took it off, but man, don't be cheap on tires or helmets. Yeah, it was only like $300 for both. It was like 120 and then 180 or something. Feels like you're riding on railway tracks. Hold the road. Yeah, oh, I don't doubt it. With these new tires, they're going to grip the road so well, I'm probably going to be dragging that peg. I'll probably be dragging pegs, you know. I haven't hit any pegs yet, but I've had it pretty close. I had it pretty close. You can lean the bike right over. Yeah. I've never hit a peg on the ground before, but man, it scares me, you know. And then for a helmet, this adventure. This is the one. I took the sun visor off because that thing caught so much air, you know. It was nice for their bike, you know. But that's my helmet right now. What's up, Cameron? How you doing, brother? Got my new tire on the back. So have you ever done any wheelies on yours, Brian? The primary is all scraped up from hard corners, and it's a big twin chopper, basically. I finally added a windshield to mine. No, you haven't done any wheelies? Oh, man. I do really want to learn how to do a wheelie, like super bad. I really do want to keep them on the ground. I do want to do wheelies so bad. Like, I was doing pretty good with the dirt bike, learning how to wheelie it. But that thing, you had to do it in first gear. You know, that KLX 250. I could only do a wheelie in first gear. Second gear, it just wouldn't do it. Haven't you seen your sunglasses? Did you lose them? Haven't seen your sunglasses. Did you lose them? Oh, no. They're right here. Still got them. I just haven't been wearing them today. I mean, I wore them earlier today, but... Here, I'll put them on. You accidentally did one on your old KLX. It costs lots of money perfecting the wheelies. Yeah. Yes, it does, Brian. Yes, it does. It didn't cost me anything on my KLX, though. You know? I mean, I got it basically down on the KLX. I could pop a wheelie easy on that in first gear. You know, not like riding a wheelie, but just popping it up off the ground, you know, a little bit. You know. It wasn't really the best bike to do wheelies on because the rear brake pedal only had like this little triangle that was like this big. It was so small, you know. Practice bike. Yeah, get a practice bike. Maybe I could pick up another. Well, no, my wife said one bike at a time. So I'm kind of screwed on that. And this one's too nice to lay it down. You remind me of Big Boss Man from WWF. I don't know who that is. They keep you focused. No brakes. No, it had brakes. It's just that'd be where it's at. And it's not that expensive too. It's pretty cheap too. So yeah. I think I'm going to go for that. See what the wife says. See if we can get something rolling. So, all right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to pound that like button, pound that subscribe button as always. And let me know if in the comments if you guys want me to do a playlist for the bike and just some stuff, you know, on the bike, you know, if I do anything else to it. You know, or like a ride or something. Maybe I might do a video or something of a trip. Anyways, let me know in the comments or in the chat, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Catch you later.